What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your very first time joining me. My name is Jessica. I'm a mother as well as a makeup lover, of course. So for today's video, I'm going to be recreating this look right here. I believe the artist's name is Paul Deo Beauty. Of course, you know, you could see it, but I'm kind of going off my head right here. So I seen this look, which we posted onto XOXO Cosmetics, feed, and I was like, yes, I need that on my face right now. So that is what we are doing today. We are going rainbow. We are going full glam, full coverage, sexy bitches. I am just going to be focusing on my eyes in today's video because it is more tedious than anything. I wouldn't say that this look is complicated at all. It's just more of tedious, right? Because we're doing every single color of the rainbow. Purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, pink, red. Those are all the colors, girl. Those are all your colors. I am only using one palette to achieve this full rainbow look. Of course, it's Blend Bunny palette. Come on now. So I am just going to be focusing on my eyes in today's video, so I'll be sure to leave all of my face products down below in the description box if you're curious about what I used to achieve this makeup. But other than that, I really do hope you guys enjoy. Please stay tuned until the end to see an up close of my eyeshadow look, just so that way you can really see the true beauty and detail in this makeup look. But other than that, let's go ahead and jump right on in. Okay, so my eyelid's already prepped and primed. I do have my son in my lap right now. He motherfucking insists. Okay, he insists. He will not stop crying until he is in my lap. But the thing is, right, is he touches everything. So how am I supposed to get anything done if he's touching everything? I can't. So that's why I'm like, you gotta put you down. But then I put him down and he starts crying. I'm like, okay, well now I still can't do anything. So like, you know, double-edged sword and whatnot. So, of course, I'm going to be taking the Blend Bunny Blends palette, which she looks like this. We're going to start with the purples. So, I'm going to take shade Bewitched. I'm going to start with the darkest shades first. So, I'm going to pack them down in a hat cut crease. Good one. I'm going to pack my shadows into a half cut crease first and foremost. Shade Bewitched. I'm just going to start right here. I don't want to take up too much space because we are going on with every color in the rainbow. So I'm just packing that down and lightly swirling the edges. Just like that. As you can see, when my eyes open, it'll be above my crease. I'm going to I bought this new set from Doe Colors, and it is so unbelievably soft. This is just their neon green set. These brushes are so soft, like unbelievably soft. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the blue, which is called Spellbound. I'm having to hold everything up because my kid's in my lap and I don't want him to mix my brushes up, or like to dip them into the shadow, you know, like, because he's like, oh, mommy's dipping brushes in shadow, let me. And then he'll mix my colors up on my brushes, and then I'll have to use more brushes. Not a vibe. Okay, so we have purple and blue. You're not gonna be able to see it right now, but you know, when we blend it out, it'll get much better. Now I'm gonna take the dark green, which is called Luke, and I'm just gonna take this. Sorry, it's so loud in my house today. I am so sorry. Yeah, we're going to pack the green down. Bada bing, bada boom. Like that. Zoom, zoom. I'm going to take the shade Serendipity, which is this kind of yellowy color. I'm just going to take it on a fluffy brush. I'm going to blend this yellow out with a different yellow, but, you know, we want it to be pretty deep. But I feel like the yellows, without going in with different colors, it's very hard to get like a deep yellow. So I'm just literally going to stamp the yellow down, just like that. Now we're going to take the shade Enigma, which is orange. And I'm going to stamp that lightly down as well. Probably just like that. Theo, no. And I'm going to fix everything up. I'm just laying the colors down because I'm going to do red this way. So I think this is where I'm going to stop. This is what it's looking like. It looks really crazy. Like, it looks so smooth and then boom, patchy. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start blending my colors upward. So I'm going to dust off the same purple brush, and I'm just going to take the shade Signs, and then on a fluffy brush, this one, I'm going to take the shade Giggle. So I'll complete the blend of each color now before I move on, just to make sure that everything is like matching up. So I'm just going to go right into little circle motions with this packing brush, start softening the edges. And then I'll take this fluffy brush. It's still small, but it's fluffy enough to really diffuse the edge out. And this is the shade Giggle. And I'm really just going to complete my blend here. Since I'm only working with this small section of like the purples, I could definitely just perfect it right now before I move on to the blues. Like, done. Did you guys see that? That was real time. Done. Look at that purple blend. Okay. So now we're moving on to the blues. Let's see. Let me dust this brush off. So for the blue row, you know, we're just going down the row. So we're going to take Chance and Dream. So I'm going to do the same thing. So on the same brush that I took the dark blue, I'm just going to go into the shade Chance. Ooh, super pigmented. I already could tell I picked up too much of this. I'm very lightly just going to go over the edges and blend that out. So I'm going to quickly talk you guys through this because it's very simple. And as you can see, these are blending out super easily. But I'm assuming we could guess which colors I'm going to go in with for each color story. So the purple row, the blue row, the green row, the yellow row, the orange row. So literally, I'm just going down the rows. So if you have this Blend Bunny palette, it's going to be super easy to follow because just for each color story, I'm going to be going in with that row. If you do not have this palette, literally, I'm just going from dark to light. So whatever palette you have will work, but you get the general idea. So I'm going to fast forward through blending this, but I will blend with you guys on camera, just like for the process. And yeah, I think we got the idea. So let's keep going. One thing I want to say too, as I'm going through, when I get to the last color, I'm gonna be using a fluffy brush to really diffuse it out, effortlessly though. Okay, so this is what the cut crease is looking like. So now I'm going to just go ahead and I'm just going to cut out my crease. After I cut my crease out, I'm going to lay down the P. Louise blank canvas in the shade Rewhite. When I got to the end, I just took a fluffy brush like this, and I literally just blended the edge of that. I really diffused it, and I also wanted to make sure that there was base for when I go back in with the rest of my colors, that there's something for it to stick to. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the white called Cream and Sugar, and I'm just going to take it on this fluffy but flat brush. And I'm just going to set the white down, but I'm not going to take this all the way. I want to leave space across my line here for more color. So you see the difference of how white that is compared to this side? I can't point to it because my child is in my hand, but that row right there. That row right there. You see I'm looking at it? That row right there. The pinks. I'm holding my kid. You guys, this tutorial's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. Starting by taking the shade Vamp, which is the first out of that pink row. Just going to pick a little bit of this up. And we're going to stamp it right about here. So now instead of blending the colors inward, we're going to want to blend them outward. So just like this. So I just stamped it down. Then I'll take shade Chase, which is like a hot pink. And we're just going to start flicking it out just like that. I'm dusting the brush off. And we'll take the shade Promise. We'll dust that off. Let's see. I'm going to go back into the orange barley mixed with First Kiss, which is just the two orange blending shades. I'm just going to blend those together a little bit right here. I want to make sure it's effortless meeting right here. And then I'll take the shade Enigma, which is the orange. And just make sure everything is meeting up. A little seamless right here. So you see I went over that yellow a bit, so I'll go back in with the yellow. And then after I do my face makeup, I could fix this situation because I'm going to blend it into my blush. So, okay, so we have the pinks. Now I'm going to take some reds. This is where it's going to get kind of tricky because it's going to be going a little bit out, a little bit up. So we're going to take the red row next, which we have Vexed, Self-Love, and Sunset. I don't think I'm going to go, I'm just going to do Vexed and Self-Love. So I'm just going to take it on this small little fluffy brush, so starting with the shade Vexed. I'll just stamp this down right in this corner. Kind of doing like a wing shape, like if I was doing a wing liner. It's literally just like that, connecting it right into that pink. I'll dust that same brush off. We're going to go into shade Self-Love, which is the true red. Blend that down and up. So by down, I mean down here, and by up, I mean up here. And then this, I think, is where we go back into purple. So, taking that same small purple brush, we're going to take shade Bewitched. And I'm going to keep this really close to the lash line. Dust it off. Shade Signs. So we're just back in the purple section. Dust it off. Shade Giggle. Whenever I hear giggle, I always think of Gary Giggle, like, is it Gary? I think it's Gary. Off of Spy Kids, the giggles. So whenever I hear giggles, that's what I think. The laugh. Okay. Okay. And then blue. So shade Spellbound.
Yeah, it's okay.
Close to that waterline.
It's okay.
Dust it off. Shade Chance.
It's okay.
Dust that same brush off and shade Dream, because I'm trying to be really precise about the placement of these colors. So even now that I'm getting even closer to the inner corner, I need to be real precise. So now I'm going to take this tiny brush. Okay, so now where this is going to be different, so I just took that green shade and I put it right in the little corner. I'm going to dust that same tiny brush off. This right here is a Morphe E36 brush, by the way, if you're into like detailed work. Now I'm going to take the shade Remedy, which is the green, like tree green. And I'm going to stamp that right on top. Then I'm going to dust this same brush off, and I'm going to go into the shade Wildflower, which is actually the yellow, to complete that liner. Okay, so now for the final touch of this cut crease. I feel like I'll blend it obviously a lot better, this specific portion. I'll blend it a lot better after I do my face makeup because this will kind of get covered. So I'm not really too worried about that, honestly. I'm going to take the Peaches and Cream Loose Pigment in the shade Bollywood, which is this beautiful gold shade. So I'm just going to take some of my Duo Lash Glue and outline this. And then I'm just going to take the Peaches and Cream Pigment on a liner brush. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish this eye and do my face makeup, and then we can come back and do under the eyes, which I'm not 100% sure how that's going to go yet, but so far it's a vibe. Thinking I'm going to do red, pink, and orange under the eyes. Why? There is absolutely no reason. So let's see. So I'm going to take this flat brush and I'm going to take this shade Vexed. We're going to ignore my kids getting real hype. I think they were pretty good during this tutorial, so I'm happy with that. Then I'm going to take the shade Self Love, which is the reds. I'm just blending those together. Dust that brush off. And I'm going to take the shade Chase. I need a mirror for this. So I'm just smoking that out. I think we need more orange. I think we are drowning out the orange. I'm going to smoke that out in this corner here. Okay, so dusting that same small brush off, I'm also going to take the shade Barley. Under the eye though. Dust that off, and I'll take the shade Wildflower, which is yellow. Ooh, girl. So it just looks like. So I think that under the eyes looks really nice. I'm going to take my NYX Jumbo Pencil, the white. Okay, so here is the completed look, you guys. I love the way that this came out. I was not sure what to expect, if it was going to look good or not, but I am so happy with the way everything turned out. So my lip combo, I went in with the LA Girl lip liner in the shade Natural Creme. I'm really working through this one. This obviously a favorite. And then this Beauty Creation Ultra Dazzle lip gloss in the shade Foxy. It's a vibe. Oh, and my lashes, these are just, I got these at my local beauty supply store. I think these might be Kiss lashes, but I'm not 100% sure on the brand because there's no name. So yeah, these are the vibes. Stay tuned till the end for the up close of this look. But I'm very happy with how everything came out, and I'm very pleased with how everything came together. So I'll be sure to leave all of my face products down below in the description box for you guys, so that way you can get the full details on my makeup. But other than that, I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's recreation. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, girl. Don't forget to subscribe. And without further ado, we're going to go on ahead. Roll the clip.